Welcome back to continuing coverage of the 2022 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships from Southern Indiana. We are here covering this PDGA major along with our friends at Ace Run Pro. Thanks to them for producing this video series. Also to Gatekeeper Media for providing our graphics. It's Grant Zellner and Ananda. And we are checking out the back nine of round number 1 in the FA1 division. We're really showcasing some players from around the world in this grouping.
It's so wonderful to see just the Amateur World Championships growing so much and just to see the players growing as well.
Quickly into it, hole number 10, a par 3 at 263 feet. A common theme here at Hobstedt Johnson, the way the topography sort of tends to work, often playing over some kind of a gully or a ditch or whatever term you want to use, and then back up to an uphill finish. As Maria, leading this card, has the box here on hole 10.
What a challenging tee shot we're seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
That elevation really coming into play. As you can see, that basket is barely visible to these players.
This is Brittney Rizen, our local player from here at Southern Indiana. By the way, Maria from Iceland. Kuniko Yoshioka.
That
from
trusty
Japan.
Orange disc.
Yeah, she has been using that off the tee almost exclusively this entire round. And now Carina Weidner of Germany. Beautiful shot there. Kuniko off the tee again, out of bounds there on her first throw. So that was throwing 3.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, had to clear an out of bounds area before getting to the fairway off of this tee here on the 10th. So challenges abound here at Hobstedt Johnson.
Up near the basket for Brittney.
Maria off the cage. Now Kuniko.
Gives it the height that needed, just not quite connecting to the chains.
Brittney from about 25. Oh, off the base of the cage.
Tricky. It was online, though.
So thanks to that out-of-bounds tee shot, Kuniko with a triple bogey. Carina coming off of a triple bogey, cards the birdie. And Brittney in for the bogey, Maria in for the par, and we are off and running here on a back nine that will be just a little more lengthy than that very tight technical front nine was here at Hobstedt Johnson. What is this? Out and into the open. Haven't seen anything like this thus far today. Hole number 11, a par 3 at a lengthy 393 feet.
Really switching it up on these players after that front nine, kind of getting used to that technicality. Now we're just bringing it wide open.
Big gear shift.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Carina going with the standstill yet again. So we mentioned during the front nine that she often utilized a standstill. Now we see that she almost exclusively utilizes a standstill.
Mm-hmm. This will be cool to see how these players stretch out a little bit with all this open air space.
Maria taking a very dangerous line, needs to clear that fence, and does so.
Beautiful aggression, getting well deep at the pin there.
Indeed, cuts off a lot of distance here on this 393-foot hole, probably measured out and along that sort of center line of the fairway. So if you're daring enough to cut over that baseball field, you don't need 393 feet of power.
Mm-hmm.
Kuniko, the same disc off the tee, even out here in the open space and safely out to the middle of the fairway.
Yep, airing it out, giving herself good position. And looks like just executing basically the same throw as the tee shot.
A little low. Not quite the full flight there on that one.
Very well done.
Nicely judged there for Brittney. Likewise.
Just putting it under.
Carina with a bit of an obstructed stance there. The fencing right behind her. And now Maria. Oh, boy.
I feel like it's safe to say everybody was holding their breath on that one. That would have been incredible.
No doubt about it.
Carina coming up just a little bit short there. Carina tapping in the bogey. Good par for Maria. That was an excellent run.
Couple of bogeys, couple of pars here on the 11th. Good look at the standstill mechanics. Carina Weidner.
Full look away, really commits to the shot.
Into the 12th. Finally a par 4 here at Habstead Johnson. 380 feet. Out in the open to start.
Got a similar distance to the last hole, but looks like we're getting a lot more technicality to make it that 4 par.
So the question here, do you try to clear that creek on your tee shot, or do you lay up, or do you find this route?
Wow. I love to see that creativity. That's incredible.
We'll see what kind of a look Maria has after that daring shot. Quickly to Brittney.
I really liked that shot. Very well executed. Nice high hyzer. Puts Brittney in really good position.
Here's Carina. Looks a little early out of the hands, so we need to get lucky here.
Yep, looks like that second shot will be a little bit obstructed there.
Kuniko out to a safe position. We'll need to try to clear the creek here with her second. Slow, deliberate walk up. And then
Looks
success.
Like she's made it. Yep, she's made it across the creek. Up there for third.
It's Brittney with a real opportunity here to get pin high here on a par 4.
Yeah, great shot for Brittney. This is an awesome opportunity. Ooh, that's going to be tricky.
She's better off than I thought. Maybe a step outside of the circle.
Step outside of the circle with, you know, at least four little twigs standing up in
the way.
Kuniko a little bit obstructed, but that looked pretty close to the basket.
Yeah, bounced off the basket, in fact. And here's Maria. Look where she ended up after that tee shot.
For an eagle opportunity. Just a little bit shy. Yeah, those branches just got in the way of her stroke there.
So Maria settles for a tap-in birdie here. Brittney, a lot to deal with there in her stance.
Still a great opportunity and a nice, easy.
Kuniko saves a solid par here on the 12th.
Just chipping our way down the fairway, keeping it nice and simple. Par for Brittney.
Par for Carina. And the tap-in birdie for Maria.
Getting rewarded for that bold kind of creative play.
So Maria continues to position herself nicely in terms of her placement in the entire field here. Now, 2/3 of the way through our opening round. We're on to hole number 13, a par 3 at 329 feet.
Another longer hole, a little bit off theme, we'll say.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Play into a green that offers a new challenge too. Not so much in the way of obstructions from trees and bushes and rough and things like that, but instead we've got out of bounds very close both to the left and behind the basket. So yet another new challenge.
Flexing some distance, but finding that challenge.
Yep, unfortunately drifting off there into the concrete area. Now Brittney swinging a little bit wider here.
Really cool to see Maria's aggression, though. Really just
no doubt about
going
it.
for that basket.
Carina really feeling the motion that she wants to execute.
Ooh, that was so close, but just tight, and it looks like we skipped just out of bounds as well.
Difficult to see from our vantage point exactly where the out-of-bounds lines are. As Kuniko flexes one over the out-of-bounds and back in bounds.
Another really well-placed shot for Kuniko. We've seen her display some touch on these shorter range shots. Something nice and stable there, trusty, puts her right on the green.
The wind coming up just a little bit at this point of the round. The players haven't been too exposed to wind most of this opening round, so dealing with that. Now you can see where the out-of-bounds lines are marked.
For a par save here.
Oh, beautifully done.
Another one just hitting that top bit of the cage there for Brittney.
Oh, Kuniko trying to sort of ride the wind from right to left into the basket.
Yeah. That banner back there was really, really ripping.
Making even this putt challenging.
Yeah, just in the last few throws, we've seen that wind really kick up, as you were mentioning before.
Brittney saves that bogey.
Kuniko for the bogey as well. A few bogeys on the card and a solid par.
So our players now dealing with the challenge of an increasing wind here at Hobstead Johnson. And we move on to hole number 14.
Would you look at the layout here on this fairway?
A 229-foot par 3 over calling that a ditch or even a creek doesn't feel substantial enough. Nevertheless, you've got to clear it before you play uphill and to the right to this basket location, and we now know we've got some wind to potentially deal with as well. Maria first off the box with that powerful forehand, a little bit early, but up to the top of the hill.
And across that gully, so, you know, there's part of that challenge that she's made it past.
Brittney wanting something to flip late for her, gets the opposite reaction off of that disc, and she's down the hill somewhat to the left. Here's Carina quickly playing.
This looks very challenging for a backhand player, not only playing uphill, but also increasing in elevation from left to right. 3 out of the 4 with a forehand, not too much of a surprise here.
Kuniko, an unfortunate kick off of a tree late, but does get across, so now Kuniko playing first. Snapping something up there to the top of the hill just under the basket. A stress-free par coming Kuniko's way.
That looked like a very obstructed shot just out in the open there.
Yeah, Brittney gets out. Now Carina. Oh, inbounds. Inbounds just by inches.
Maria with an excellent jump there.
Now Brittney with some work to do. Try to save a par.
Yep, save a par. A nice open putt here.
Okay. Stress-free for that bogey.
Yep, just needs a few more inches of elevation on those putts. She's right on line. Good catch. Very nice for Carina.
Carina, little emotion there on that one. Nicely done. Kuniko saving a par. And Brittney bogeys. Maria maintaining that gap on the rest of her card mates.
And this back line is looking really smooth for her.
Entering the home stretch here of round number 1. Lots and lots of disc golf yet to be played. It's only Tuesday of this World Championship week. Hole number 15, a par 3 at 252 feet.
Bringing it back into the woods here.
Indeed, and finishing downhill for a change. We've had lots of baskets placed up on hillsides. This one decidedly downhill for these players. Maria will play first.
That was a fortunate hit for the error made just to be out in the open still for Maria.
Carina a bit further down the fairway before catching a tree. We'll see what kind of a stance Carina has for her second.
Ooh.
Kuniko as well gets a bit of the way down the fairway, but then we'll have to wait and see what she has to work with. As Brittney quickly to play now. Perhaps the best kick of all.
Yeah, that left side of the fairway is looking sticky.
All right,
see what Maria can do for here.
After advancing no more than 25 feet or so off the tee, now catches a tree and drifts directly to the left.
Yeah, 2 for 2 here. That's gotta be tough. We'll see how she can manage from this one.
Just trying to get over the crest of the hill. Such a difficult thing to judge, knowing that the hill drops off like that. You just want to try to glide down without going too long. So
yeah,
that's
definitely
tough for
a
Maria.
fine line.
And now Carina.
Fortunate roll, but looks like similar, having a difficult time really judging the distance and height that she needs to get to the basket.
Looks like Brittney can see the basket from where she is. That fortunate. Not so fortunate on the rollaway there, so she'll be circle's edge to save par here at the 15th.
Kuniko trying to manufacture a good stance here. Ooh.
Quick tree. So now this is Kuniko's third.
And basically ends the hole there. That should be a good tap in. Maria stretching out a little bit, trying to give herself a little more open air space to the left of this tree here. That was a good run. She put some good angle on that one.
There's Brittney now with that circle's edge look. Just off to the right, under the basket though. Very awkward stance for Carina. Does well to put herself in tap-in distance. Oh! A lot of speed on that for a 8-foot putt, but nevertheless in the bottom of the basket for Brittney.
Double for Maria. Carina with a bogey. And Kuniko with a bogey here. That would look like a really tough hole.
Speaking of tough holes, hole 16, a par 3 at 248.
Wow.
Over water.
Yeah. And a pretty good ceiling from what it looks like as well. Those fluffy trees growing down and really forcing a very tight line of play.
Yeah, an early gap and then sort of a late gap here before the hole finishes off to the right. If you can get there, it looks like most putts could be unobstructed, but it's the getting there that is the challenge here at the 16th.
That looked like it could have been a positive redirect there, yeah.
It was indeed. A second redirect helped even more, and all of a sudden, Carina circles edge.
Looks like she's lining up a little bit of a different shot here, yeah.
Kuniko, for the first time, not wanting to flex that too much, wanting it to get back to the right more quickly, and it does so, unfortunately, a little too quickly, but she is safe. Brittney going with the direct route, gets a little ground play there, and skips up to about 20 feet. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Maria.
She makes the gap.
Does indeed. Takes on a lot of OB space there, but manages maybe with that last little bit of roll to end up back in bounds. Well done there for Maria. Here's Kuniko. A rare backhand from distance for Kuniko.
And it serves her very well. Puts her right inside the circle.
Kuniko's bid for par just off the basket and then unfortunately rolls a bit, so we'll catch up with her in a minute as we watch Carina now.
Strong throw. Just a little bit high there.
That was for birdie. Here's Kuniko now.
Straddling here. Excellent save.
Great job there to save that bogey. There's Maria after that tee shot twisted back in bounds for her.
Ooh, she wanted that one.
Yep, can't quite pay off that little bit of fortune. Brittney struggled today to get the height just right on these putts.
Very minor correction though. She's hitting them dead center and right on the line. Just given that little bit of extra height, she'll be there.
A look once again at the rare Kuniko backhand.
Excellent highlight.
We're on to the 17th. 263-foot par 3. More of the same here in terms of the technicality. Every challenge, though, a little bit different. We're going downhill again. After so many uphill shots earlier in the round, these downhill tee shots and approach shots a little bit different for the players. This one, though, kicks back uphill just a little bit at the very end. We'll see how Carina faces the challenge.
Few gullies to get past there as well as the fairway kind of fluctuates in elevation. That's not going to be too bad for Carina.
Yeah, all in all, that's a great effort. Really nicely done there from Carina.
Brittney trying to sneak a backhand through this line.
Didn't get that to flip the way she wanted.
Looks
we'll
like
have to see what her angle is.
She's finding some of those fluffy trees over there.
Oh, Maria, that was inches from making that first gap.
Mm-hmm. Very powerful forehand.
Yeah, instead she's early. There's Kuniko. Flexing forehand
herself.
Makes it. Partway down the hill.
Yep, placing herself right in the middle of the fairway. Interesting shot from Maria here. Wow.
Oh, how impressive is that? Forehand roller down and then back up the hill to the right. Perfectly judged. What an excellent shot.
That was a really technical shot with the way she split her stance like that. That was really well done.
Kuniko onto the hillside. We'll have a putt, as will Carina.
Oh, no. Not too bad.
Excuse me, I think I spoke wrong. That was Brittney's approach a moment ago. Now here is Carina.
Mm-hmm. Gives it the heights. A little bit of a scary putt for Brittney here with that drop off in the back.
There we go.
Yes, she rises to the occasion. Very nice.
Oh, Carina, so close.
Kuniko in for the bogey.
Maria saves par. Carina saves bogey. And just like that, we have just one hole remaining in the opening round of this World Championships.
Yep, Maria's still clinging on to that under par.
Ace Run Pro with a Patreon. Make sure you support those who support disc golf. Check them out. And the 18th, a par 4 at 455 feet, a decidedly different challenge than the vast majority of today's round has been. Out of the woods, into the open.
Yeah, what a round we have seen. Just so much technicality, bringing it into the woods and out of the woods. This course looks really fun. Wasting no time, Brittney off the tee.
Out and into the open spaces. Get a chance now to see Maria. A lot of power in Maria's game. She hasn't gotten to showcase it very much today.
Maybe a little bit wider than she anticipated, but still a good result.
Keeps the nose down nicely. Does Carina out into the open. Now Kuniko.
No surprise with that classic forehand. Giving it some air. Good placement for Kuniko there. Ooh.
Oh, catching ironically, one of the few trees in play here at the 18th by comparison to the rest of the course.
Playing it pretty close to that basketball net there, but putting herself in open position.
I always find, Cy, when I play a technical course that then has that one-off hole out in the open, the distance always feels so much longer than whatever the tee, sign says. Every time.
It can be so foreign, especially after really demanding so much, technical precision and airing on that. on that, 50-40% power side.
Right. This 455 feet must just look like a mile.
Kuniko really breaking it down into 3 really simple shots, and she's up to the green.
Opportunity to save this par. Here's Maria from distance.
Giving it a bit of a life there. You could see she was a little bit hungry, but she should be up there with a nice putt.
Carina scaring the basket.
Yeah, Carina has a really, really nice level putting stroke. I like to watch it.
Brittney just under the cage. Now Kuniko with a par opportunity.
Excellent finish for Kuniko.
Very soft putting style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, compared to Carina, who's a little bit, flatter and a little bit more direct.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent par to finish for Maria.
Lots of ways to get it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've gotten a chance not only to see players from all corners of the world here in this opening round of this World Championships, we've gotten to see some decidedly different styles working their way around this course here at Hubstead Johnson. One more look at one of those styles.
Yeah, what a challenging course for these ladies out here. And honestly looks really, really fun to play with the technicality in the woods there and then hopping out into the open. I love to see the variety, especially at these amateur world championships. These players are getting challenges from, every spectrum of the game.
Mm-hmm. Maria making the top 10 here after one round. You can see there everybody else playing their way into early contention here at the 2022 PDGA Amateur Disc Golf World Championships. We'll be back with round 2 coverage right here on the PDGA's YouTube channel with a different foursome from Southern Indiana. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all the things to stay in tune with this coverage. Once again, with the 2022 Amateur Disc Golf World Championships.
Thanks so much for having me, Grant. I can't wait to watch some more golf.
Indeed. Back soon.